so real. I'm coming to y'all from my truck. Yeah, y'all know I'm back on this road. Real quick though, I had to come talk about it. And I'm looking a little wild out here, but that's okay. We still beautiful. I'm having a talk about it moment because I want y'all to understand how I'm feeling right now and why I take breaks from this truck and from the trucking industry. I have tough skin, but at the same time, there's only so much SHIT that any of these truckers out here should ever have to take off of any company. Now, not saying that the company that I work for is not a decent company. Every company, and hear me very well, and I'm pretty sure every trucker out here agrees, every company, unless you work for yourself, has its quirks. And even if you work for yourself, you are your own quirk. Because if you don't keep that left door closed and keep them wheels turning, baby, you ain't doing no good to yourself, and you might as well just be a company driver. So every company has its quirks. Every company has its pluses and its minuses. But across the whole board in the industry, there are some commonalities, okay? They have a tunnel vision. They only see, get the load there. And that's fair. That's a business. And as a businesswoman, I understand business. You can't make no money if you're not getting the load there. If loads are late, you losing out on money because a lot of times they have to either pay back, give discount, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, they also have to broaden their whole spectrum and view from the driver's end. There's a lot of factors that go into getting this load to where it has to go. And I am not a local driver. I am not a regional driver. I am I guess you could kind of say I'm more of a regional because I only circuit from California to the lower southern states and back. That's all I do. Now, but over my career, I have been an OTR driver. I have done most of the lower 48 states. I have definitely driven through all of them, I believe, but I've only delivered to 22 or 24, can't remember, of the 48 that we go to, because we ain't trucking through no Alaska, and unless you got a boat, I don't see me going over to Hawaii either. But yeah, so, but I do want to do Canada and I do want to do Mexico. So we definitely want to add that to our portfolio at some point in time. But yeah, back to the matter at hand. I'm feeling kind of some type of way, but I'm calming down as I talk to y'all. The companies don't understand out here as a driver in this industry, there's a lot of factors between getting that freight from point A to point B. It could be your vehicle, and even though I do a very well pre-trip, you don't know all the quirks to that truck until you actually get that thing out there on the road and open it up, or see that it don't want to open up. Okay. Catch my drift. And that is one factor of this trip. Other factors, you get to the shipper and hey, where you had this window of opportunity that they scheduled you. Look, the pickup is at 8 o'clock. They should have you ready. They should have you loaded by 9 o'clock. You should be able to reach this destination 4 days later by this time, because that's the time we calculated for you to get there. But hey, did you calculate the fact that that shipper didn't get me loaded by 9 o'clock? So now that cuts my window down. Did you expand the other end of that window for that delivery time now that cannot be made at 1 o'clock? Yeah, a lot of times we do update, but if I'm at the shipper and let's just say they didn't necessarily get me loaded at the time that was planned, but I still had this big window that y'all left me with, and I'm like, okay, I can still get it there, you know, because I was still left with a few extra hours, you know, that would have been my hours, you know, let them had got me loaded on time. Those extra hours would have been my hours to just either, you know, roam around free, twiddle my hair, you know, I don't know, taking a movie or something, okay? But now I don't have that time, because now I still got to push your load, because the delivery deadline is still gives me opportunity. So I'm gonna push this load. But now we're gonna add some more factors out there, guys. We're gonna add this truck, like I said, this truck that don't want to go uphill, not mountain grade, okay? Because we're not talking about mountain grade hills. We talking about little tiny, ooh, yeah, it don't want to even pull, okay? But let's back up for a moment before we even go there. Let's talk about the fact that the shipper loaded me incorrectly. So they got me heavy. I already got to travel, I don't know, maybe about 10, 15, 20 miles outside this little hick town that will remain nameless, to go scale up this load, only to find out that it is now heavy. And I probably drove more than that. I don't even know. At this time, it was like 12 a.m. in the morning. Probably already like, okay, I've been up waiting for y'all to get me loaded. I'm really tired, but I'm not sleepy. So let me go ahead and advance this load, but whatever. So only to find out that it's loaded heavy. And so you move your tandems, you do everything you can do to, you know, get at legal weight, and nope, just wasn't happening. So you think about it, you're like, well, I can go back to the shipper and sit for another XYZ amount of hours, and I would have got paid for it. Or I can go ahead and just do what I got to do and take this load. Because one thing you're not going to get paid for is those miles that you travel to go to the scale, and those miles you travel to go back to the shipper. That is what those companies don't seem to want to pay us for. Little things like that. That's our extra time. That's our extra work, our extra effort that they don't seem to want to recognize that we should get paid for. I won't even talk about my company and the fact that they do need to up their game with their detention pays and their layover pays and things of that nature. So mind you, think about this. Now I'm about to go travel back to this shipper and sit for an additional 5 hours because they didn't get me loaded on time. So I already got detention pay from the load up that I'm really not getting paid quite well for it. So now I'm about to go sit back at this shipper for another 5 hours, because trust me, if I tell them they need to rework this load, they're not going to be in no rush, because they're going to feel like they didn't do anything wrong. You should go ahead and be able to drive this load. So now you're going to wait for us to rework this load for you. So now I'm about to go sit there for however long at the detention pay that really is not fair. Okay, fine. I chose to drive the load. And I did very well picking my route and taking the back roads. But like I said, this truck, now we're going to advance to the truck. It don't want to pull, baby. I know a freight shaker. I've been driving Freightliners my entire career. It is really the only thing that I would drive. So, hey, Freightliner, if you want to go ahead and throw me a complimentary truck for this, go ahead and plug. I'm here. Or a discount or whatever, because I'm a Freightliner girl. That is all I will drive. Like, I've been allowed to drive Kenworths. I don't take nothing away from any other trucking company. I really don't. Kenworths are incredible trucks. I don't like their turning ratios. I've been allowed to drive Volvo 860. I didn't enjoy that either, because it puts me in a whole feel and mind of a car. And being out here on this road, I need to stay mindful that I'm in a truck with a trailer that is behind me, because when I get to taking some moves, it feels funny to me. So I don't really like it. I'm a Freightliner girl, you know, and I understand why they call it a freight shaker. Over time, this thing, the body of it jiggles and it wiggles and it shakes, okay? But what this truck is doing, it is struggling. It literally has a violent vibration, okay? And these wrists, they're not paying for that either. These wrists, they're not paying for that I'm driving on for however long that I'm driving on them. So yeah, all these things take factors, and let's just say I'm already struggling to keep the vehicle at, speed, because I mean, it's safe. I've checked out the vehicle. It is actually safe. It doesn't do the violent vibration all the time. It's just something, I don't know what it is. They say that maybe it needs a filter or a new sensor. So we're going to definitely try to get that looked at and figured out, because there's no way. I mean, I'm heavy, but I'm not at max. So imagine if you put a 40,000 pound on me. Baby, we're not doing nothing with this truck. It's gonna literally try to go up a hill and it's probably gonna roll back down, okay? I don't know if that's possible. It probably is. I don't know. It's never happened to me. Fortunately, I've never seen that in my whole career happen in front of me with another truck. Yeah. And I don't want to see that. But there are a lot of factors, people. There are a lot of factors. And if there are companies that are listening, listen to your drivers. Man, listen to your drivers. There are a lot of factors. Because like I say, after I done built myself up to speed, highway speed, and I do try to be fuel efficient and set my cruise control, because I've been a lease purchase operator, okay? So I know what fuel costs is eating up companies just like it used to eat up me. So I set my cruise control to preserve my fuel, and I'm rolling. But let this car jump in front of me. Best believe I'm not about to continue to either let it roll at close proximity. I'm gonna slow back. And in doing so, a lot of times, because this truck is not doing what it should be doing, it slows down way down, okay? And then it's struggling to get back up. So now here I'm like, do. And a lot of the time, I'm having to put on hazards, because we know by most state laws, anything underneath 40 on the highway, you need to throw on those hazards, okay? So I'm literally, what can I do? Twiddling my hair, okay? And companies don't take that in consideration, because they just like, you should be able to get that load there. Just, boop. It don't work like that. Sorry. It don't work like that. So take it from your girl, So Real. It don't work like that. And so the part that had me irritated, we're going to get to that part now, is that my company, wanted to question me. Oh, it's your first, you just came back and here you are, your load is already late, and technically my load is not late. I proactively contacted you to say, hey, can you see if we can get a later window, because I foresee it might possibly be late, because I have to still go through Atlanta. Any Atlantans out there? I used to live there. Try going on 20, 85, 75, 285, any part of Atlanta, baby. It's no bueno at certain times of the day. You gotta roll through Atlanta at nighttime. Nighttime is the right time, because if you ain't rolling through Atlanta at nighttime, your load gonna be late, regardless. Because 9 times out of 10, don't take this the wrong way, Atlanta, but y'all can't drive. Y'all can't drive. Y'all don't know how to share the road. Y'all don't know how to merge. Y'all don't know how to drive. And I usually see like 3-4 accidents within a mile or 2 radius of each other as I'm going down the highways. So that causes backup. That causes me as a professional driver, we gonna put it out there first, as a professional driver that drives safe and cautious, to slow down, because clearly there's some things going on. Because what Atlantans will do, let me tell you, they'll see an accident and they'll slow, and then they'll zoom out to go. Wait, didn't you just see that accident? You just didn't see that car turned over right there, right? You didn't see them 2 cars bashed into each other, right? and you just gonna speed your little tail on around. Okay, so then when I pass up that second accident and I'm looking to see, was that you? Real talk. So there's a lot of factors, man, and so for them to question, I had to kind of, in the nicest way possible, because it wasn't the young lady's fault that was questioning me, because it's trying to trickle down, and it's like, wait, I have to ask some of these. Have you ever been a driver? Have you been out here on the road? Now, this young lady, she says she's driven with her husband. So I'm pretty sure she understands. So kind of when I told her, please don't come at me like that, she kind of took a step back. And, I thought about it as well. It's not coming from you. But let me explain to you what the factors are. And then there was some other factors. Like I told her, the same time frame that would have been allowed to another driver, the same window of pickup, because technically from the time that you tell me that I have an opportunity to go pick up that load, I'm there. I'm not waiting to the end of the night. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna make it here. I got time. I'm gonna go lollygag around and then I'm gonna go pick up my load. No, you tell me I got from 8 a.m. in that morning to 8 p.m. at night, which was the case with this load. I'm there at 7:45, because by chance you just might want to get out the warehouse early for the day. You might just want to be like, okay, let me go ahead and load her, because I see she really about her business. That way I can go ahead and do something else with my life at the time frame that she was supposed to be here. But I didn't have that opportunity. Okay, I literally did my orientation that morning. My truck was not ready until that afternoon. Then y'all sent me my load, and I had to drive, I think, 5 hours down to Bakersfield, California from Stockton, California, in California traffic, which wasn't too bad. I can't say that. It wasn't that bad. But that was quite much. And then once I got there, I was just at Wendell. Literally, I was just at Wendell for on-time pickup. So I did that, baby. But they don't give you kudos. I promise you. They don't give you kudos. They don't call and say, hey, Reese or Clarice, good job on that pickup. You know what I'm saying? We see that we didn't give you much opportunity, but you got there and you did that. We appreciate that. They don't do that. But they call you on the other end when it looked like it's going to be some ish, and want to question when you were doing what you needed to do, which was be proactive to say, hey, I see this, might be an issue. So let's see if we can go ahead and step in front of it. Or you have the other option. Since I have 10 hours, I have to sit here. You clearly, I'm sure, got somebody coming my direction that can carry this in the daytime, or whatever the case may be, because I done got it here. You really don't even have no more way stations from here. I mean, you do, but the likelihood of you coming through something at the Louisiana don't happen too often. Alabama, maybe, because there's that big one once you come in, but a lot of times I get passed by, and technically, I don't know. I don't even think them scales is weighing up very well, because I've been going across and they've been giving green lights. So, but I know I'm, got the chance of them, if it didn't get a green light, saying, hey, come on in. So I ain't even been chancing it. I just been running some good back highways. And my back highway has been real good. They've been clear, 70, 75 miles per hour, So I ain't had no real bad slowdown, except for the... Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. So, man, I just had to come and talk about it. I really had to come and talk about it. They don't think, hey, if I get sleepy in the middle of the night, you think I'm about to keep advancing this load? You think I'm about to be, oh God, I'm so tired. I can barely keep my eyes open, but I'm about to go to get it because I know I got to drive it. Hell no. You got me totally fucked up. Take it from your girl. You heard it from me firsthand. And you can go back and tell them I said it. Reese is So Real said you got her totally fucked up. I'm pulling this mug over and I'm going to sleep. Now, my intentions are usually 1 hour. Because I know I can't do nothing with a 30-minute nap. Because the minute I even doze off, I'm going to be pissed that I even got to get up and drive. So let's just stop the frustration, because I can't be out here driving angry. Because you got to be in the right mind frame. Woosah, while you out here on this road. But an hour, and even to that, after that hour, I wake up and be like, damn, I'm mad I even got to drive. But fuck it. Okay. Give me 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Give me something in me, drink, eat, smoke a black and mild or something, and let me go on and get down this road. Okay? That's safer than me talking some. And some of these drivers, because trust me, y'all gonna learn. There's some drivers out here that are literally, I'm gonna keep on going. And then they falling asleep. Or I've heard stories, yeah, man, I know I fell asleep last night. I don't even remember such as. Bruh, sis, why you ain't just pull that thing over? Let me let you in on key. If you roll over in a ditch, that load ain't gonna get there. 9 times out of 10, you gonna destroy the freight, actually. So I'm pretty sure that the receiver or the shipper would prefer you to pull over and catch at least an hour, a couple hours of Z's, and then advance their load, versus you splattering it all over I-40, I-20, I-80, one of them. Okay? I don't know. That's just what I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. But nah, serious being, y'all, like, man, it's a lot of factors. But yeah, if I get tired, I'll go to sleep. So that happened to have been a factor last night too, that played a part in it. I got tired, and it was my intentions to only pull over for an hour and take a nap. You know, there was other factors. The fact that I went into the Pilot to fuel up, and at the same time I needed to take off my little $50 advance. And they couldn't seem to find the information in the system. And I'm not about to wait to go to a whole nother Pilot and pay $5, because it's $4.99 if you don't fuel up, just to get the $50. That makes no sense. And in order for me to get it without paying again, I have to wait till I fuel up. And that's not going to be for another day or two. I really don't need the $50 then, do I? So there are a lot of factors, companies and people, that they don't think. And they don't think, damn, you know, our drivers out here that are OTR drivers, because yeah, even though I do a circuit, I'm still considered an OTR driver. So they don't think that our OTR drivers are literally living out on this road. We don't get to go home every night and wash our ass. We don't get to go just, hey, when I feel like it, go pull over, go just take a shit. I literally rolling. Yeah, we could stop, but hell, in between, where you stopping at? Yeah, y'all gonna learn. Y'all coming out here on this road, y'all gonna have to learn some different ways, and we done talked about that, but they don't think about that. So yeah, I caught a shower yesterday because I was smelling myself, and that's one thing we don't do. I don't smell myself for nobody. I don't care how much you paying me. Well, we're gonna take that one back and be realistic. But on some realistic, no, I'm not about to smell myself. So when I stopped for the 30-minute break that was required by me having to fuel at the same time, so I was trying to think smart. Look, I have to stop to fuel, so I'm already here at the Pilot. It might not be a chance I'm gonna even find another Pilot down the road when it's time for me to take another break. Let me go ahead, fuel up, take my shower, and then get back on this highway and truck. I didn't even take my nap at that point. I went on ahead and did, I think, another 4 or 5 hours, Yeah, because I stopped I did another 4 hours. That's what it was. Yep, because I still had 3 hours remaining on my clock. So I did 4 hours, took the break, showered, got back on for another 4 hours, And then I was supposed to just took the hour nap because I was like, man, I'm tired now. And slept over, unfortunately, because I was going to get back up and push my clock and do the remainder of the 3 hours, which is something that you guys know me in my whole career. I done talked about. I don't do. I always do a rolling reset. And the only way that you can do a rolling reset is if you leave some time on each day. So really, I only drive 9 to 10 hours a day, at max 10. That way I leave an hour to 2 hours on each day. So I really technically never have to take a 34. So I'm always ready and available to take that next load. Because if I'm going to be out here on the road, I don't want to be taking 34s. I want to be at home when I take my 34. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be out here on the road, I'm going to be moving and making some money. You know, my man ain't out here with me. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing, I'm out here making money. Now, I did say this the last time y'all heard me talk, and I said I was going to start taking Sundays off. So, but that still does not necessarily require me to take a 34. And it doesn't require me to eat up all my hours. Now, it does allow me to eat more of my hours and then preserve some, but, whatever. But yeah, there are a lot of factors. And they don't understand that. They only see, we assigned you, get the load there. No. Okay, I feel better now. Because I was ready to read a book. I was thinking on all type of ways, baby. If y'all don't leave me alone, you can get these keys back. I promise you, I will gladly drive you your truck back to your yard and be like, here, this is, and see, the problem gonna be when I drive it back this time, I'm gonna give you a full understanding of yourself because I done let it go. It's one person in this company that is driving the company to go. There are some good moves that I've seen come out of this company, and I give kudos where kudos are due. They are definitely implementing some really good changes, and I like that. Change is never to be feared. Change is good. I am not a person that fears change, especially when I see that it can make things better. When I see that it can make things more productive, people held more accountable, even myself. Always money. Like I said, I'm a businesswoman, so I can't be mad at you. You trying to make things go better for yourself, for your business, for your livelihood, for your family. Why would I be upset? Why would I be mad? So change is always good. But at the same time, you got one person in your company that you need to change. And we all know who this person is. Now, I can't even really say that you need to change the person, because the person is not totally a bad person. But you definitely need to sit this person down and have a real good talk with them and let them know they need to calm their roll, because they do too much. What the song say? You really doing too much. Like, for real. Like, you can't just let your drivers just be drivers. I mean, and then on top of that, I think this person takes on too many roles. So, hopefully they can find their lane and sit in it, because they want to be maintenance, they want to be office manager, they want to be in the dispatch business, they want to be in the financial people business, they want to be over here, they want to be over there. You being pulled in too many directions, baby, and therefore you wearing yourself thin. And when you come to me as a driver, you already thin, so you giving me your thin side of you, and you really short, and that don't fly too well with me. Because not that I come at anybody with woo 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 type attitude, because as y'all know, the name is Reese So Real. I don't have a filter. I don't know how to filter it. I get it from my mama. Ask her. One of these days, maybe when we talk, I'll bring her on and she can tell you herself. We don't have filters. That's probably how me and her kind of clash heads ourselves. We don't have filters. And it's not that we come at people rude, mean, or ill-spirited, but we ain't gonna hold no chaser with you. We didn't come with no Sprite, baby. We not chasing rum and Coke, okay? We gonna give you your rum straight up on the rocks. So when you come at me with a foul, fucked up ass attitude, me being me, because I'm the sweeter side of my mama. I ain't my siblings. I'm the sweeter side. So me being me, I do kind of take a moment to go, okay, is this something that I really want to give you this side of me, or do I want to let you have a pass? Now, depending on how wrong you rubbed me, depending on if I give you a pass. Yeah. So this is like the young lady today. I gave a pass because I was like, it ain't her. Even though the way she came was like, okay, well, why did it? Hold up, let's not do that. But the way he tries to come at people is like, hold up, let's really not do that. Because see, let me tell you about yourself. Your attitude right now is real jacked up. So, yeah. But back on course. So, yeah. That's the one thing I see that they need to do. You know, they might not need to fire him, but just park him in his lane and make him feel like he's worth something still. But make him leave us alone. So that's my vent. That's my rant. I'm done. Like I say, Reese gonna always come to y'all with the real. I don't come with no chaser. I ain't about to be out here like, oh, it's just flowers and daisies out here on this road, everybody. And just come on in and get into the trucking industry and you'll love it. No, baby. It is a wonderful we had a bit of a break. Video went out. But I'm gonna make this real short and sweet and wrap it on up for y'all. Yeah, so I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. Don't take it wrong. I love being out here and having the advantages that I've had opportunity at. I've traveled. I've seen a lot of different things that outside of this lifestyle I wouldn't have been able to afford. So the opportunities are here. But am I going to keep it real with you and tell you this is my passion? No, I am not one of these truckers out here like, oh my God, I eat, live, and sleep this road. Nah, that ain't me. But other than that, you know, we're going to wrap it up and we're going to keep it real. And we might come back to y'all later. But I just wanted to share with y'all a little bit of what was going on and get a chance to vent. And I thank y'all for listening to me, hearing me out, and being here to walk through this journey with me. So, as always, mwah, love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.